So we are importing this, we are having this speaker from the Philippines, right? So he's a travel blogger, an online radio DJ, and a marketing and communication professional with more than 10 years of extensive experience across broad range of marketing and communication functions. His travel videos were recognized by the Chinese and the Korean embassy in the Philippines. As an award-winning travel vlogger and content creator, his, his philosophy to capture stories through the lens using practical production methods that aim to inspire others to see the world in a different light. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome Mr. Randy Vitales from the Philippines.
So
Right.
first and foremost, good morning, everyone. You all look so beautiful and handsome this beautiful morning. I'm very excited to be here. So yeah,
All right. Thank you so much, first of all, Mr. Randy, for being with us on a very tight schedule. All right. So, Mr. Randy, tell us about vlogging. How are you? Life of a travel vlogger during this pandemic. What is it like and how is it going?
all right. So before I answer my question, I'd like to set a premise, right? So who here wants to be a travel vlogger or content creator? All right. Raise your right hand. All right. Everyone wants to be a travel vlogger. Pre-pandemic, a social media is a big thing. And we all have a vlogger deep inside of us, right? And the challenge here is, why do we vlog? Why do we travel vlog, right? So my purpose as a travel vlogger is to educate, that's one, engage, two, and excite. So repeat after me, everyone. Educate, engage, and excite, right? Based on those premise, this COVID-19 pandemic is actually a big challenge. It has changed on how we tell stories, and the challenges as a travel blogger has changed us. Here in the Philippines, we are on a strict community lockdown. It's called Enhanced Community Quarantine or ECQ. Currently, we have around 10,000, 8,000 to 10,000 cases a day, bordering around 800,000 cases for over a year, right? So it's actually challenging. Everything has changed. Our speaker earlier was able to mention, provide a premise that everything has changed. Even us as travel vloggers and content creators, you can't just go outside and bring out your camera and shoot, right? It's harder now because of the lockdown. We are at home, and most of the places, even the travel spots, are closed, right? So with this in mind, we should be changing our mindset in terms of storytelling. And here we have around 210 participants listening now. My challenge here to you this morning, if there's one thing you will learn, is be a content creator, be a travel vlogger when everything is okay, because that is how you will help this economy. That we have seen videos that tourism is having a challenge, even here in the Philippines. And my challenge here is travel and create content, right? Earlier, we were provided premise on wear your mask, get vaccinated, travel wisely, get a travel professional. Yes, that is great. But if you don't post it in social media, you don't create interest, you don't educate, you don't engage, you don't excite, no one will travel, right? So my advocacy is to travel responsibly, right? I have seen, before I end the answer to my question, I have seen a lot of travel vloggers so excited to travel. And because of their excitement to travel, they break rules, right? They break the quarantine and everything else because they're so excited to create content. Let us not be like those people, right? Our time to travel will come. We have a global rollout of vaccinations. The world is changing. And deep inside, I hate the word new normal. I can't still accept that this is the normal, the new normal. But at the end of the day, within the next 12 to 24 months, everything will change, right? And my challenge here is create content to inspire travel, to educate, engage, and excite.
Right. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Randy. So the world slowly is is slowly recovering from the COVID-19 and borders are gradually starts opening and so on, we can expect travel to look a little different than what it was previously. So how would you as a travel blogger navigate and assure tourists keep visiting these places that you have actually promote?
All right. So let me answer this question from a travel vlogger perspective. Right. So
Okay.
this was the pre-pandemic travel vlogger. The pre-pandemic travel vlogger, you would carry your GoPro, your camera, or whatever it is, and just shoot anywhere, right? Even in a crowded place, like something like a crowded place like Shibuya Crossing or whatever. For me, the more crowded the place, I enjoy shooting because it provides a little bit of culture, it provides a little bit of depth of field in terms of shots, right? But because of this pandemic, we shy away from crowds, right? Even
Yeah.
the entire process of creating a vlog has changed. So imagine this. You're in the middle of street and vlogging, right? Pre-pandemic, you don't have to wear a mask.
Yeah.
Na? But now, even as a travel vlogger, in the middle of street talking and vlogging, right? You have to wear a mask, right? And probably the most important part of being a travel vlogger is research. Before, when we go to a place, we have unlimited time, right? Because there's no virus. But now when we go out, we have all these concerns and anxiety that I want to get out as soon as possible the moment when we are there, right? So it's very important to research. Let me give you a story, right? I went to Seoul 2 years ago, Seoul, South Korea. So I wanted to visit this museum. I was so hyped. It was around super cold, 3 degrees. I was walking for an hour in 3 degrees. It's like super cold. Then when I arrived at the museum, it was closed, right? So as a travel blogger, we should do our research to prepare everything else, especially now. That is why getting a professional travel agency is very important because they will help you do that research for you and to provide you the right guidance
Mm.
for you to be doing your thing. And if you're gonna get a travel agency to or a travel group to help you, inform the travel agency that hey, my name is Randy Vitales and I'm a travel vlogger and how can we partner and everything else? How can I'm gonna be a little bit 5 steps lower because I have to shoot and everything else.
Yeah.
So you have to be a little bit patient with me. You have to inform them, right? And you
Yeah.
have to be also conscious, especially when you're traveling in a group. I went to Beijing and I had a group, I was traveling with a group, right? And with traveling with a group, it has its pro and cons. So I had to let them know that I was a travel vlogger and everything else, and they were okay with it because there would be at times that I would be a bit slower or faster, so they would be aware. Now, the most important thing is sanitizing your stuff, right? Prior to this pandemic, I would just shoot, and after shoot, I edit and I throw my camera in the cabinet, right? Now, should have a conscious effort to sanitize things, right? Sanitize your camera, your tools, and everything else, because that is
Correct.
very important. Now, the answer to your question, how do we encourage traveling as a travel vlogger? Again, I would like to go back to my premise. We educate. We tell people that the world is such a beautiful place, but you have to travel responsibly. You have to engage. You have to share it in social media. You have to show the photos, the videos to your friends. Hey, I've been here and it's nice. They're following the health protocols. You should go here. You have to excite, right? I'm sure most of us now we cannot do our travel vlogs. My tip here is number one, watch travel videos. That way you can be prepared. You can practice at home. So for the past few weeks, I've been doing my own travel vlogs at home, showing showing my place, right? Just to practice. That is very important. So it is very important to save tourism, to save the economy.
Mm.
You
Yes.
are the hope. We have 211 people here, and my expectation that when it's better to travel, you will be following the health protocols, you will be traveling responsibly, and you will be sharing travel content to educate, to engage, and to
To
excite.
excite. Right.
My name is Randy Vitales and I am a travel vlogger and content creator.
This is Mount Fuji, Japan.
Welcome to Beijing. This is Shanghai.
This is Hong Kong. This is Hong Kong Disneyland. This is the Great Wall of China.
This is Shanghai Disneyland. On April 7, we'll talk about why you should travel and how you can be a travel vlogger and content creator. If that sounds exciting, I'll see you on April 7. Again, my name is Randy Vitales. See you soon.